Hello, welcome to this 30-minute gentle seated yoga practice. Just finding a comfortable seated position, just allowing the hands to fall into the lap, softening the gaze or closing down the eyes. How does it feel to be heavy here? The shoulders heavy down the back, the hands heavy into the lap, the sitting bones heavy into the earth, grounding you here. Coming onto your yoga mat as you turn your attention inwards. A 30-minute practice just for you to be present with your mind, your body, and your breath. With this next inhale, can you feel the breath rise? And with the next exhale, feel the breath fall. Keeping the eyes closed, taking an inhale, reaching the arms up to the sky this time. And an exhale, just sealing the hands down to heart center in prayer. Blinking the eyes open and just releasing the right hand onto the knee. We'll reach the left fingertips all the way up to the sky and an exhale circling them back. Two more like this. Inhale, lifting the fingertips high. Exhale, circling the arm all the way back. Last time, inhale. And exhale. This time reaching fingertips up to the sky and then allowing the hand to fall over to the side of the head, guiding the left ear down to left shoulder for a side neck stretch. Staying exactly as you are and just releasing the right fingertips out beside you. Taking a big inhale. And exhale, releasing over to a side stretch, lengthening that left arm away, maybe a gentle gaze up to the sky. And can you just feel that stretch into the left side body? Inhale, reaching fingertips up to the sky. And exhale, side stretch to the other side. Taking a big inhale to pause here. And exhale, rolling down, reaching fingertips out in front of you as you come to fold over the legs. Maybe staying high on fingertips, maybe coming down to the forearms. Wherever you are, just thinking of grounding into the hips. Taking an inhale just to lengthen the spine, walking the fingertips in, coming back to sitting, and just changing the cross of the legs. Taking a big inhale, reaching up to the sky, and an exhale, sealing hands down to heart center in prayer. Releasing the left hand onto the knee this time, reaching right fingertips all the way up with the inhale, and circling back as you exhale. Two more like this. Inhale to lift. Exhale to release all the way down. Inhale, circling up. Exhale, releasing back down, this time reaching right fingertips up to the sky. And exhale as you take the hand over to the side of the head, right ear drops to right shoulder, feeling that side neck stretch. staying exactly as you are and just taking the left fingertips out beside you. Holding for one big inhale. And exhale, coming over to a side stretch, lengthening that right arm away. Keeping the shoulder blades dropping down the back, maybe a gentle tilt up with the gaze towards the sky. Inhale, reaching fingertips up, and exhale over to the other side. Taking one more big inhale, and exhale, rolling down, dropping fingertips out in front of you, maybe coming onto the forearms as you just fold over the legs. Feeling the hips grounding into the mat, a gentle stretch in the back, the hips, maybe even into the glutes and the hamstrings. Gently lengthening the spine all the way up to sitting, and either uncrossing the legs or coming over one side will meet in an all fours position, stacking the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees, finding this gentle lift in your core. And just begin to draw circles round the wrists in one direction, feeling that weight transfer into the wrists, a gentle circling of the hips. And when you're ready, just circling around in the opposite direction. Coming back to center, we'll inhale, dropping belly, lifting the gaze for that cow pose. And as you exhale, tucking tailbone under, rounding through the spine, taking the chin to the chest for your cat. Just one more like this. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. And exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to the chest for your cat. Releasing the spine to neutral. And allowing the hips to sink back to the heels, releasing the forehead down, reaching arms away for your child's pose. Feeling the chest grounding into the mat. Allow yourself to be supported and held. Allow your yoga mat to hold the weight you no longer need to carry. When you're ready, shifting forwards, coming back to your all fours, we'll take an inhale, reaching right fingertips up to the sky, lifting the gaze up. And as you exhale, threading the right arm underneath the left, keeping the hips over the knees. Staying here, maybe you want to lengthen that left arm away, releasing to the fingertips. Feeling this gentle twist and stretch into the shoulders. Maybe even closing down the eyes. Can you take the awareness to each round of breath, allowing the mind to be still and easy? Taking two more big breaths here. Gently guiding the left hand back in, can you gently reach the right fingertips all the way back up to the sky? And then placing the right hand back to your all fours, we'll come back to those cats and cows now. Inhaling to drop the belly, lifting the gaze as you arch through the spine. And an exhale to round all the way to your cat. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Exhale to round, chin to the chest. And gently sinking the hips down, reaching the arms away for your child's pose. Can you breathe into the back of the body, feeling the back of the rib cage expand with your inhale, and gently release with your exhale. And gently lifting the gaze as you shift the weight forwards back into our all fours position. We'll inhale, reaching the left fingertips all the way up to the sky. And an exhale as you thread left arm underneath the right, taking the left cheek to the mat now. Maybe extending right fingertips away as you lengthen that right arm just as an option. Can you feel that gentle lift in the core as the hips stack over the knees? Taking four more heavy breaths here. With each breath, can you let the mind just get quieter and quieter, witnessing all thoughts and just letting them go. Gently guiding that right hand back in if you've taken it out long. Pressing down, and we'll lift the left arm all the way back up to the sky, lifting the gaze up and taking the left hand back down. Guiding the knees in towards each other, sitting back onto the heels. We'll take the left hand onto the right knee and right fingertips behind you, lifting the gaze over past that right shoulder as you twist. Keeping the left hand where it is and reaching that right arm up and over for a gentle side stretch. We'll flow between these two postures, taking an inhale. Exhale, releasing right fingertips back for your twist. Inhale, lengthening up to the crown of the head. And exhale, releasing up and over for your side stretch. Holding for the inhale. Exhale, releasing back for one last twist. Coming back to your side stretch just for a moment, and then releasing the right hand onto the left knee, crossing the arms, tucking the chin to the chest, and just pressing the weight back to feel a stretch into the shoulders. Releasing the arms to a cactus, so drawing shoulder blades together, lifting the chest and the gaze forwards. And exhale, releasing the hands all the way back down. We'll switch sides, right hand onto left knee, left fingertips behind you as you twist, finding a length all the way up the spine to the crown of the head. Keeping the right hand where it is and just releasing the left arm up and over to a side stretch. Holding here for an inhale. And exhale, releasing back for your twist. Holding for an inhale. Exhale, releasing left fingertips up and over for a side stretch. Exhale, releasing back for your twist. Exhale, up and over for a side stretch, this time releasing the left hand onto the right knee, finding the chin towards the chest, that gentle rock back to feel a stretch into the upper back and shoulders. When you're ready, releasing the hands from the knees, coming to find that cactus, drawing shoulder blades together, lifting the heart forwards. Releasing the hands all the way back down. Using a hand to guide over to one side, to sitting, guiding the soles of the feet out in front of you. We'll pick up the right side of the ankle and placing it on top of the left thigh, and moving that left foot further away from you or closer in towards you, will come to find a seated pigeon. Maybe a rock from side to side feels good into the hip and the hamstring. Maybe just finding stillness. Coming back to center, we'll lengthen the left leg away, guiding the right sole of the foot over that left thigh, and wrapping the left arm around the right thigh, giving it a gentle squeeze, releasing right fingertips behind you as you twist. Staying here, or option to take the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh. Taking 4 deep breaths here. Taking one more inhale. And exhale, releasing the twist of the spine, picking up that right foot and just placing the sole of the foot to the inner left thigh. Reaching up and a big exhale to fold over that left leg. Maybe fingertips meet the shin, the mat, maybe even around the sole of the foot, wherever you are, just allowing the head to bow down. Feeling a stretch into that left hamstring and somewhere where you want to hold for these next 6 big breaths. Gently unrolling the spine up to sitting. We'll take the left hand onto the right knee and the right arm to reach up and over for a moment into a side stretch. As you release that right arm all the way back to center, just taking the hand back behind you. Lift the left arm up to the sky, lifting the hips up, just a moment to stretch and release. And on your exhale, just melting all the way back down to the mat. Releasing the feet back to center, hands behind you this time, picking up the outside of the left ankle and placing it on top of the right thigh. Moving that right foot away from you or in towards you as you need for your seated pigeon, and even finding those gentle rocks from side to side. Coming back to find stillness for a moment if you're taking those rocks. And then lengthening the right leg away, standing the left sole of the foot over the right thigh, hugging with the right arm around the left knee, left fingertips release behind that optional elbow on the outside of left thigh, gazing back behind you. Holding here for 4 deep breaths. Taking one more inhale to lift all the way up. And an exhale, releasing the spine all the way back to center. Releasing the left sole of the foot to the inner right thigh this time, reaching the fingertips high in a big exhale as you create space to fold all the way over that right leg. Seeing where you want to hold for these next 6 deep breaths. Maybe just noticing if one side of the body feels slightly tighter or easier than the other. Just bringing your awareness to where you are today. Releasing up to center, we'll take the right hand onto the left knee, reaching left fingertips up and over for a side stretch over that right leg. And gently releasing the left hand back behind you, reaching right fingertips high as you lift the hips up to the sky for a gentle release. And melting the hips all the way back down. I'll just turn to face you and guiding the soles of the feet together, the knees to fall out wide to find a diamond shape. Hands around the ankles or the feet, maybe just turning the gaze down. Maybe you fold a few inches forward, feeling the stretch into the hips. When you're ready, lengthening up to sitting and just closing the left knee over to meet the right. We'll release the right fingertips up to the sky just for a gentle side stretch. Releasing the right arm back down, opening the knees just to pass through your butterfly. And then closing the right knee over to the left, reaching the right arm up high. And gently releasing all the way back to center. Closing the knees together, keeping the knees in, and just wrapping the arms around the shins, giving yourself a tight squeeze, lowering the forehead down. Maybe shuffling forwards a little. We'll just guide ourselves all the way down to lying on the mat, hugging the knees in towards the chest. Can you give yourself a big squeeze and taking an even bigger inhale? And a big exhale to let everything go, letting the legs float out long down to the corners of the mat. The arms down beside you, palms facing up to the sky. Coming to find our corpse pose. Closing down the eyes and just letting everything go. Letting all movement settle, maybe noticing any sensations in the body. Can you let the breath flow easily? Can you let the mind be still? Witnessing thoughts and just letting them pass by. Enjoying these moments of total ease and bliss. And I will let you know when it's time to come back. Shavasana. Feel free to really slowly pause this video to melt all the way back down to your Shavasana for a little longer. Or if you'd like to come out with me, keeping the eyes closed and just gently guiding yourself over onto one side. Keeping the eyes closed and guiding yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Bringing the hands to prayer at heart center, dropping the chin down as you bow down to yourself. Taking these last few moments together for gratitude. Taking this moment of gratitude for lungs that can breathe, a mind that can think, a heart that can feel. I thank you for trusting me with your practice. Namaste.